You know that one friend who always cancels plans? They're tired again. Not feeling it today. Maybe next time. And after a while, people stop inviting them. They assume that friend is lazy, boring, antisocial. But psychology says something very different. Because people who love staying at home aren't avoiding life. They're protecting something. And if you're someone who feels more excited about a quiet night in than a loud night out, stay with me. You're about to feel very seen. Most people think energy works the same for everyone. It doesn't. Some people recharge through stimulation, noise, movement, conversation. Others recharge through stillness. Psychologists explain this through optimal arousal theory. Every nervous system has a preferred level of stimulation. Too little, and you feel bored. Too much, and you feel overwhelmed. Extroverts tend to need more stimulation to feel balanced. Introverts and solitude-preferring people need less. For them, social interaction, even enjoyable interaction, slowly drains energy. Home isn't avoidance, it's recovery. It's the only place where their nervous system can return to baseline. That's not weakness, that's biology. There's another layer people rarely talk about: control. Out in the world, you don't control much. The noise, the timing, the expectations, the small talk that demands emotional labor you don't want to give. But at home, you control the lights, the silence, the pace, the boundaries. For people who are highly sensitive, anxious, or mentally overloaded, this control isn't luxury, it's regulation. Their brain relaxes when unpredictability drops. That's why staying home doesn't feel boring to them. It feels safe. And safety is the foundation of psychological well-being. Here's something most people get wrong. Staying home doesn't mean doing nothing. Studies consistently show that people who enjoy solitude tend to be more introspective, more creative, better at deep problem solving. That's because quiet environments allow the brain's default mode network to activate. This is the mental state linked to insight, meaning-making, long-term thinking. Ideas aren't born in chaos, they're born in stillness, not at loud tables, but in quiet rooms, late nights, slow mornings. People who love staying home aren't disconnected, they're deeply connected, inward. Modern culture glorifies visibility. If you're not posting, attending, networking, or making memories, something must be wrong. But that's a performance model of happiness, not a psychological one. Some people don't want their life to be loud. They want it to be meaningful. For them, joy looks like familiar routines, comfort shows, solo walks, quiet rituals. That doesn't mean their life is smaller, it means it's focused. Now let's be honest, not everyone who stays home is thriving. For some people, staying in is driven by social anxiety, depression, past emotional wounds. In these cases, home becomes both protection and limitation. Psychologically, the difference is this: do you stay home because it restores you, or because leaving feels unbearable? One is peace, the other is avoidance, and that distinction matters. Loving home should expand your life, not shrink it. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. These people don't need constant novelty to feel alive. Their inner world is rich enough. They don't chase excitement because they don't lack it. They don't seek noise because they don't fear silence. They're not waiting for life to start. They're already in it, just at a different frequency. Why others don't understand you. People who thrive on stimulation often misunderstand those who don't. They interpret quiet as emptiness, stillness as stagnation, home as hiding. But different nervous systems need different environments. What exhausts one person restores another. That doesn't make anyone right or wrong, just different. If you genuinely love staying home, you're not antisocial. You're not wasting life. You're not behind. You're oriented toward depth over noise, peace over performance, meaning over momentum. And that's not a flaw, it's a temperament. So ask yourself honestly, do you love staying home because it fills you up, or because the world feels too heavy right now? There's no shame in either answer. Awareness is what matters. Not everyone is meant to live loudly. Some people are meant to live deeply. And if your happiest moments happen in quiet rooms, with familiar comforts, and no one watching, that doesn't mean you're missing out. It means you know where your peace lives. Now I want to hear from you. Do you genuinely love staying home, or are you still figuring out why? Comment below. And if you want psychology that doesn't judge you, doesn't hype you, but actually explains you, subscribe. The next video will hit closer than you expect.